this is Risa and welcome back to my book review series. In this video, I'm going to review and flip through two books by Trish Burr that I used to stitch a pocket mirror cover for myself, which you can see at the top of this video. I'm going to start with Trish Burr's book titled Miniature Needle Painting Embroidery. Some people also call it thread painting, and this book covers vintage portraits, florals, and birds. I have several of Trish Burr's beautiful books on needle painting, and the reason I picked this book is because I was looking for a small embroidery motif that I could use for a pocket mirror. Now this book is divided into different projects on portraits, birds, flowers, Victorian pansies, and a needle case project for those who are crafty. Like most embroidery books, this starts with a chapter on materials you'll need to start a needle painting project. Do spend some time reading it, especially if you're new to needle painting. She does go into a bit of detail on how to use different threads. The book then covers detailed instructions on long and short stitch, which is the predominant technique used by Trish Burr for all of her needle painting projects. You may have watched my stitch long video of the mini schnauzer. Now in that video I thread painted the portrait of the dog using a slightly different technique, mainly used in Asia, and it's not so strict with the long and short stitch rules as sort of Trish Burr presents it in her book. Now her book then has some starter projects which are great for beginners. She covers some flowers, as you can see. She also lists the threads that you will need for each project, and you have the sequence of stitching, and then there are some starters on birds. She has a beautiful collection of embroidery motifs for birds, and of course tips and tricks on how to stitch those beautiful feathers. The book then moves on to have a chapter on portraits. Really nice. Images are mainly vintage, so not very modern, but I think the techniques that you will learn here, like for example for this particular portrait, will be useful for any portrait that you may be wanting to work on. She uses anchor and DMC threads and Gutermann sometimes, and there's a chart at the end of the book for thread conversion in case you don't have one or the other. Now I'd like to skip to the project that I worked on, which is this one, the Blue Tit and Wild Roses project, because I was looking, as I said, for a size that would fit this particular pocket mirror. Now as you can see, it's come out really beautifully. She has gorgeous bird designs in this book, but this particular design fit the size of this pocket mirror, and you can watch the stitch along video if you're interested in stitching this piece as well, and I'll also walk you through how to assemble this particular pocket mirror case. Now what I would like to show you is that in this particular design she uses anchor, thread, and Gutermann, but I didn't have either, so I used the chart to list the DMC equivalent floss here, and therefore the colors might be slightly different. Here are some more bird designs. Again, really nice close-up pictures. And here we come to the flower section. Here, for example, is Friendship Rose, so gorgeous blending of colors happening there. Sweet Pea is another project, slightly larger, as you can see from the pattern size. Here's a mini burgundy pansy that I really like. Again, small enough for tiny craft projects. And finally, a Victorian pansy needle case. Instructions here on how to make the needle cases also there. So skipping all to the back, you'll see that she has the thread conversion chart, which is really useful in case you don't have either anchor or DMC. So this is the review of the first book, Needle Painting Embroidery. I hope that was useful. Now, what I really wanted to show you is Trish Burr's Embroidery Transfers book. Now, this book just came out very recently, I think in 2020, right around the COVID lockdown, which was great because I was doing a lot of shopping online. So this book has iron-on transfers of her patterns from several of her books. such as Needle Painting Embroidery, the book on color confidence with embroidery, and here is the miniature needle painting embroidery, which I just referred to previously, and then of course patterns from her white work collection as well. So here are the instructions on how to iron on the transfers. As you can see, all of the transfers are here. All you need to do, like I did, was to cut out the pattern that I needed, which is the Bluted and Wild Roses pattern, and there's a little sleeve here that you can store these iron-on transfers, which you can then reuse for several other projects. So a good book to have if you are into Trish Burr's needle painting and if you have several of her books already. Here's a close-up of the pocket mirror. You can click on the link above to watch my stitch along video and instructions on how to assemble this piece. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was useful. Don't forget to click the subscribe, like, and notification buttons. See you again next time. Bye bye.